Hello everyone, welcome back to another stream. It's been a while, exams are all done now, so we can get back to streaming and creating videos here on YouTube. Hey Alex, you were first indeed. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Caleb, welcome. SimCrashFlyer297, welcome. Stan, hello. Grant, welcome. And Thomas13, welcome everyone to the stream today. And as you can see here, we have after a long wait, Boundless Glasgow Prestwick Airport for xplane 12 came out just a few days ago. I believe last Friday is when they released it, and yeah, a lot of us have been waiting some time for this, and let me just tell you, Boundless have stepped up their game. This is just incredible, and we'll be taking a look at it today. We got two sectors to fly actually, so we're going to be flying down to Birmingham and then from Birmingham back up to Prestwick. By then it should be dark, as you can see we've got the sun setting here. By then should be dark, and we'll take a look at the lovely night lighting as well. But I do want to say a big thank you to Boundless for providing the channel with a copy of the scenery to review and stream for you guys. I really do appreciate it. Hey Andre, welcome. Alrighty, yeah, so here we are at Boundless Prestwick. What we're going to do, let's take a quick look around and then we'll get into the actual flight. We'll brief the route, all of that good stuff. But yeah, it looks really nice. Obviously I do have Orbex Chilworth here, and as you can see it is integrated really nicely In fact, I I can't tell where their ortho starts. I would guess here maybe, but it's difficult to tell where their ortho starts and where the Orbex Schwerf starts. So yeah, integrated really nicely as well. Oh hey Grant, your hometown airport? Lovely. Well, you can maybe help us tell just how realistic or how accurate it is. From what I've been able to tell, seems to be fairly accurate. Obviously I've never been here in real life, but it looks pretty good. You can start off here with the runway textures and just in this sun as well. Look at that. Looks really nice. Ground textures just lovely. I guess this line here could be slightly altered. Maybe that needs a little bit of changing around there, but everything else looks pretty good. We have some 3D grass as well, as you can see here, and just lovely even custom mesh work here actually looks like, or are they objects? Can't tell, but hey, looks pretty good. Nice orthos as well. I do have the static version installed, so you get xplane 12 and 11 versions, I believe, and then you also get static, non-static, which means you get static aircraft, which I'm going to show you in just a sec as we move over to the main sort of terminal area. But as you can see, modeling textures on these buildings done really nicely. As you can see, obviously these aren't, you know, they're not 4K or anything, but they don't need to be. Looks just good enough to me. And the main stuff is over there, but these are just some outbuildings. We have some trees over here as well, nice 3D trees as well. I'm glad Boundless have started using 3D trees as well. Take full advantage of all of the xplane 12 features. Hey Skylar, welcome. How's performance? Performance on this airport is really good. Boundless always do a great job with optimizing, and I've seen absolutely no FPS drop. I mean, you can see in the top left, I'm using lossless scaling, but my you know, my normal default FPS is around 50 right now. I'm on high settings, and then with lossless I'm on almost 100, so yeah, pretty good FPS. And hey V-Skycheck, welcome my friend. So yeah, they've done a really nice job. We've got this Ryanair hangar over here as well, got another hangar over here. Chevron aircraft maintenance, really nicely done, very good indeed. We have the US Air Force KC-135 over here, and then we have, what's this, Gulfstream, I would suggest. Yeah, looks like a Gulfstream over there. These are all the sort of static aircraft that are included. Really nice with the engine covers and nice texturing on them as well, nice quality. Got the van, looks like a GPU unit, as you can see, has Glasgow Prestwick on it. Really nice. Of course, also the Bristow helicopter station and the HM Coast Guard, very nicely. I know a lot of people like flying helicopters, so this is a really nice airport for that as well. A lot of cargo comes into this airport as well, I believe, so you can really use whatever you want. You know, I think Ryanair flying to here, a lot of private and commercial aviation as well. And then now we get over to sort of the more passenger area, where maybe most of us will be flying. We've got the Prestwick cargo service as well. Again, really nice texture. Look at the quality on that. In fact, that's 3D, right? Yeah, that's 3D. So really nice. Nice ground textures with the, you know, the dirt, the cracks. Looks used, not brand new, just how it should. And then we got the got a Ryanair 737 here. If we get an A380 this year, I'd definitely be buying flying 380 here. Yeah, the Global Airlines A380 is currently here, isn't it? I think it's sat over there in real life. But yeah, A380 definitely can come into here. You can, I've seen 747s and all sorts come here, so you can do whatever really. Again, nice clutter. We've got Ryanair clutter, just as it should be. Some of it has look, there's blue handling. Ryanair, got the MAN truck as well. There's our lovely CUDA 737. But then here, this is where they've really stepped up their game even more. I mean, look at this. Got some passengers boarding this Ryanair 737. Models are actually really nice. I mean, look at this. This guy's on the phone. Looks really nice. They're all doing sort of, all doing their own thing. Got their luggage. There's a father showing something to their child here. Really, really nice. The Swiss port. So yeah, these models, I know they put a lot of hard work into these. Yeah, really, really nice. Got the Ryanair cabin crew here as well. Very, very, very good. And that's, you know, it's really nice. I parked up here on purpose, just because that's really immersive as you're, you know, coming into the gate. We don't have anything like this yet in xplane, where we have, you know, like 3D passengers and stuff. Again, you know, they're not animated, but that's fine. They don't need to be. It's really nice to see this kind of stuff in xplane. We've got the BP fuel truck as well here, which is really, really nice. Got all the custom ground traffic as well. You can see there it says Glasgow Prestwick airfield operations. Very, very nice. There is no max version of the 737, and any max version you do find is has code ripped off from Zebo, so do not use it. There's no max in xplane yet. Some more areas over here, custom buildings, lots of custom ortho. We've got Spirit Aero Systems over here as well. Very nice, look at that. I believe you get a lot of flight schools like to sort of train here, do touch and goes here. So we've got all the cars with UK license plates as well, which is really nice. DPD truck. I love seeing stuff like this in sceneries because, you know, you see DPD trucks, patterns all over the place in the UK. So it's really nice to see. It makes you really do feel like you are in the UK. And yeah, very, very, very nice indeed. All these trailers, Spirit Aero Systems, trucks. Really nice. Got like it's just a 737 with no wings over here. Quite nice indeed. But yeah, they've done a brilliant job with all of this. Ground texture is really nice. We'll see the night lighting as well once we land, as we come back. But you can see just how much work has been gone into these ground textures here. I love when developers use these tar lines here. It's a tiny detail, but it just makes a world of difference in my opinion. So really, really nice from Boundless. Let's jump into the sim here, and we'll brief the route then. So saw some previews of the model people in the scenery. Gives me hope of a GSX like plugin in the future. Yeah, absolutely, Skylar. I got GSX for Microsoft Flight Sim, and I'm really impressed with it actually. Working really nicely. So something like that within xplane would be great. Your workplace, Grant? Brilliant, brilliant. I bet it's nice to see all that modeled in the sim as well. Always thought the issue with animated passengers that xplane was bad with people, but now seeing this quality of modeling, maybe it's possible. Yeah, I mean, you know, these aren't you know, low poly, low texture people. I mean, these are high quality models. I mean, obviously there's no impact on performance. They've done a really nice job there, but even on the vehicles, they've stepped it up big time. So this is available for purchase at the moment from the Boundless Direct website. I think it's £18.99 British pounds, so not too bad at all. And there is a link to that in the description. Let's do you want GSX? Yeah, Sam, nothing more, but it's fine. I've got GSX on Microsoft Flight Sim. Sam unfortunately isn't working in 12.1, so I hope they update it. I'm using a replacement called OpenSam right now. Let's brief the route here, bring up Navigraph. That is not Navigraph. This is Navigraph, there it is. And as you can see, we are parked here, stand number 2 at the terminal here at Glasgow Prestwick. And then we're going to be departing runway 30. Making a left turn on the Luco 1 Kilo departure. And then flying down south here to the West Midlands on the Croft 1 Bravo arrival into runway 15 at Birmingham. Flown into this airport many times in real life. That is another Boundless airport actually, so we can take a look at that, and we should get nice views of Birmingham as well on the approach, and of course the departure as well. So that's our route today. Let's let me just go back to xplane here. Alrighty, lovely. So, hey Fenneman, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Let's get started here in the lovely Zebo. Tell you what, I flew this aircraft earlier, and I miss it when I don't fly it. I really do. Such a great aircraft. Brilliant sounds as well. Got wheel well and the wing light on. Position light can go to steady. Get the hydraulic pumps on. Get the ADIS line in here. They're going to be done in 9 minutes already. And are we on ground power? Yes. Go to BAT and ground power. We can see we have AC volts there. Lovely. How are you finding the rudder pedals? The Velocity one, Turtle Beach one's brilliant. Really liking them. I actually need to get a video on them out. A full review of these rudder pedals should be coming soon. I've just been busy with exams recently, but now I'm done, so lots more content coming to the channel. And yeah, really liking them. I love having both the airliner and the GA configurations, the different springs that you can put in to really customize it. I've got the heaviest springs in right now, the black springs I believe they are, with the GA configuration right now. Even though, yeah, we are flying airliners, but I just prefer the GA config, and that's what I pretty much keep it on. 737 favorite aircraft? Yes, it is such a nice aircraft, right? So let's get started. We are Echo Golf Papa Kilo, and I have some other exciting news for you guys. We'll talk about that once we're in the climb or cruise. Nice little sponsorship on the channel coming very soon. And alrighty, so let's request a flight plan. Let's get the aircraft loaded as well then. So we can go airside services, and we can load OFP, activate, and that's going to get everything on board for us. Game changer. Yeah, Grant, I absolutely agree. I was using racing pedals before, and I was using, you know, the clutch and the accelerator pedals with some special mix in as rudder pedals, which, you know, they worked alright. It meant that I didn't have to spend anything on the rudder pedals, but when these were like 50% off, so I got them for about 160 quid. Yeah, absolute steal for what they are, and they are in fact not plugged in. 1 second, it would help if I plug them in.
Disconnected and starting refueling.
Alright, they should now be plugged in. There it is. Alright. So, load. Yeah, love these rudder pedals. So good. Great in crosswind conditions. Great for training for my PPL. That's why I've got them in the GA configuration right now. Yeah, really nice. Alright, so activate, execute that. We are departing runway 30. Go to the Perth and request that as well, or from the SimBrief flight plan. Very nice SimBrief integration. And should be coming up shortly. There it is, load. And our reserves today are, let's just open the OFP here. And our reserves. So our alternate is Manchester today. We need 1.1 tons of fuel there, and then our fin res is also 1.1. So our total reserve is 2.2. Brilliant. And then departure. So 30, Luca 1 kilo. And then our arrival is going to be the ILS 15. The Croft 1 at Bravo. And then we are going to be on... Don't have a transition, so that's fine. Put that in there. And let's just step through that flight plan, make sure we're all good to go. No discontinuities. The flight time today is around 45 minutes. And then obviously we are flying the return leg as well. There's the ILS. Brilliant. That's all looking good. And what we can do as well is we go to route, takeoff, in fact M1. Let me just bring up this SimBrief performance tool here for you guys, because that's what I'm using today. Been using the SimBrief performance tool a lot recently, and it's been working really nicely for me. There it is. Alright, so already got all this set up, so I just clicked populate from last flight, and it pulled everything from the flight plan. And then I just disabled this and improved time calculations.
Fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
There's our fuel, lovely. So we don't need that. Hit calculate, and there's our performance then. So we are doing the takeoff. and assume temp of 52, flaps 5. So let's go back. So take off 52 then, and flaps 5. Lovely stuff. 142, 4249, that pretty much matches, so that's all good to go. CG. Lovely, so 5.75 on CG. That's about right. And we can get the APU started as well. Just hold it down. Come on, there we are, low pressure. That's exactly what we want to see. Cruising today, 270. It's a pretty short flight. Landing altitude at Birmingham is 339, so we'll go 350. It's the closest we're gonna get. Alrighty, that looks good. 142. Let's get some lighting in here. It's a bit dark. Get all the panel lighting up. Alright, so bring the yoke back. So let's set the V2 speed then, which was 147, and cruise of 270. And I just need to check when we imported it. Let's see here. Where's my performance page? Why can't I get to my... There we are. Yeah, there we are. 270. When you import from SimBrief, it imports the first altitude, so... that looks good. Alrighty. I think they're all getting closed up. They are indeed. How long left on the IRS? 2 minutes. Okay. Yaw dampers on. Fuel pumps. Oh, I love the Zebo with all the announcements and stuff. Really, really nice. Trim resets, isolation valve, bleeds on the APU gen. Local light can come on as well. Let's get the pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Lovely. It's
ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Remember that from earlier. And let's just set our QNH as well, which is gonna be for Prestwick 1015. 1015. That's set. Auto brake to RTO. Got some lovely announcements here.
All electronic devices do need to be turned off and put away at this time. This does include all cellular phones and two-way pagers. Flight attendant.
Velocity 1 pedals are not cheap. Yeah, I think for full price, you might as well go for the Verpil ones since they're all metal. I think Verpil will do some better ones for a very similar price, but I got these.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
I got these for 50% off, so they ended up being around £160, which was pretty good. In which case, I think they're worth it. Otherwise, you might as well go for the all metal Verpil ones. You see the xplane 12 version of PA28 Arrow 3 from Just Flight? Yeah, I was looking at that. Potentially looking at getting that maybe. We'll have to see. Although I spent a fair bit on some sceneries last week for Microsoft Flight Sim. So the Velocity 1 fly stick. Oh, okay. How is that, Alex? I've heard it's not bad.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, so we should be good for the pushback here. Doors are closed. Can get anti-collision on. And let's see here. Disconnect the GPU. transponder to alt off, and alright. Get pushed back here.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Flight directors, auto throttles can go on, LNAV, VNAV. And alrighty then, so let's get the packs off and get engine number 2 started first.
So we thank you for making the journey with us.
Looks really immersive out
And now
here.
we'd like you to pay attention to the following safety video.
First,
Great sounds.
please fasten your seatbelt. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal fitting into the buckle.
Get the fuel in, 22, there it is.
Stop fastened at all times, as turbulence can occur unexpectedly.
As we prepare for takeoff, please be sure your seat back and tray table are up and carry-on bag is
I believe this is a reward flight.
Smoking is not allowed at
Prestwick.
any time. Tampering with
Ryanair might operate, I'm not sure. Flight stick is 129, well worth it. Oh, brilliant. Yeah,
You may follow along.
Turtle Beach seems to be doing some really nice stuff recently, so very happy with these rudder pedals. I was slightly apprehensive because, you know, Turtle Beach are more well known for gaming rather than simulation products, but they've done well. My headset is Turtle Beach actually, which is really nice, so yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's a good joystick which can also be used for helicopters, non-centered. Andre, I'd probably direct you to VKB or Verpil for that, as with those they're quite customizable sticks in the sense that you can just remove springs, so you know, it's non-centered, you can change the dampening, all of that good stuff. So take a look at the VKB. The VKB Gladiator is very good, and the newer ones you can remove springs as well. Finally broke down and bought the Thrustmaster pedals, absolutely amazing. Are those the TPR, the expensive ones, Stan? The pendular ones? Right, we need to get engine numbers 2 started as well. Oh, the engine sounds are just amazing in this aircraft, they really, really are. Some of the best.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Right, set the parking brake. Some of the best I've heard in any aircraft. This is
Disconnecting
free
tow. Stand by.
Drish, did you beat me? Prestwick, LSZH, Zurich, Orbit, Trueth, England. Oh wow, that's a lot. I got a bunch of IndyBuild scenery and a bunch of Flight Tampa scenery for Microsoft Flight Sim. I got like 10 airports almost for Microsoft Flight Sim. Great thing with Microsoft Flight Sim is airports are really cheap. Like the top quality stuff is way cheaper than, you know, what xplane stuff is. So I think I got Flight Tampa, Las Vegas, Toronto, Boston, Amsterdam, Schiphol, and Sydney. And I got IndyBuilds, LAX, JFK.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
And Dubai. I think that's, if I remember right, that's everything. So mainly because of PMDG 777. So switch over the gens, get the APU off, then packs can go on, probe heats can go on. We don't have any fuel in the center tanks, so we don't need those on. Flaps 5, recall, weather radar, and there's the pin. Brilliant stuff. So taxi, runway turner flights can go on. Let's taxi to the runway then. At the TPR stand. How are they? They look pretty good. They do look pretty good. With the pendular motion. Wow. Lovely ground textures. Really, really nice. Oh, the tug drive can chat. I think the better pushback sound might be on a different audio source. So I think it's louder than xplane, unfortunately. If I need to turn that down, I can. But yeah, they are pretty loud, especially the British accent. It's always angry. Anyway, we are on the latest xplane RC build. We're on RC2. I did the shadow fix, as you can see here. Config check, all good there. And so we make a right here, then it's pretty much all the way down. TPRs are 449 euros. Yeah, they're not cheap. They are not cheap. But they are nice, yeah. Absolutely. These Velocity 1 rudder pedals are really nice. But currently I've got a hardwood floor here. And even with the the rubber pads that you can stick to the underneath to make them anti-slip, they still slip a little bit. So I've gotta work something out for that so they stop slipping around. It's alright during normal use, but as soon as you try to go, especially with the heavier springs, as soon as you try to go to the full range of motion, full left, full right, they do move about for me. I guess on carpet they might be a little bit better. Nice 3D grass on the left and right here. Nice ground textures. I love all the random dirt and oil spills and all sorts. Just brilliant. All of these buildings, cars parked on the right hand side. Got a Ryanair van there, crew transport. Really nice to see all that. I figured the TPRs to be like the Cessna 172, virtually the same. Yeah, absolutely. Which VKB did you mention? The Gladiator. The Gladiator NXT Evo is the latest one, I think. I have a 6-year-old Gladiator now, so it's slightly different to the newer ones, just older, and that's still going strong. I still use that on a daily basis. Honestly, the VKB stuff, really, really good. Highly recommend it. I can only imagine that the new stuff is even better. So yeah, the Gladiator. If you want to go for something a bit more expensive, then you can go for the Gunfighter as well, which is equally as customizable. But I think the value for money on the Gladiator is second to none, really. Suggest large strips of Velcro to stop slipping. Did for me and no damage to the floor. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that. The only thing is, I can't do stuff that's too permanent because I'm, you know, sometimes I'm at home and then I'm at uni, so yeah, we'll work something out for sure and then get a video out as well. That is for sure. Hey, thank you, Alex. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate everyone's support as well. Almost not too far away from 2K. I think we're around 200 subscribers away, so hopefully within a few weeks we should be there. I would hope. That's really exciting. Definitely be planning something special for that. And let's see here. Gonna have a lovely sunset takeoff, and then I think we might still have a sunset landing before it goes sort of pitch black. It'll definitely be very, very dark by the time we land again. But I flew the Zebo again after a while earlier, and I say this in every Zebo stream I do, but this plane surprises me every time, even after flying all the other payware stuff, you know, the Tollers, the flight factor stuff, the 777, the Rotate MD-11. It just feels so good. I mean, the flight model is second to none. It is by far the best flight model out of all the payware aircraft, in my opinion. It's really, really nice. And this isn't payware, it's freeware. It's easy to forget sometimes. It's easy to forget that this is completely free. It's just incredible. It really is. And I'll tell you what, the Zebo is perfect for boundless airports. A lot of boundless airports are, you know, sort of smaller, international airports still, but, you know, Ryanair type airports, right? So, perfect for the Zebo. Make a left turn here and then to the runway. Ground textures are so nice. Really, really are. Boundless stuff is always pretty good, and cheap as well. The value for money on these airports is great. This one is more on the expensive side for Boundless, but it's still, you know, still worth it in my opinion. They put a lot of work into it, so the price is completely fair. Completely fair. Look at that. Jesus, quite bright. It's X-plane lighting. Right. I think a special Ryanair pilot helped Zebo a lot to improve the flight model. Yeah, they've got quite a few real-world pilots helping, and then a great testing team and all sorts. Oh, we still have the APU one. Don't need that. Everything else should be good for takeoff here. Transponder, TARA. Recall. Alright, I think we're good to go here. And we'll take a look at the chat. We'll catch up in just a second. It's pulling up to 40%. And Toga. Listen to that sound. Amazing. It is very bright. The HUD does work. We'll use that on landing. I don't tend to use it for takeoff. And 80 knots, release forward pressure. You can see the tarmac change there. Lovely. Rotate. There's the dead band. Pull through it. Alright. Gear up. Fly by. Oh yes. Beautiful.
400.
Like I said, the flight model on this, where you feel that dead band, just incredible. I really, really do like it. The hand flight just a little bit. There's the thrust reduction. Oh, thrust increase actually. Full climb, interesting. Start making this left hand turn. There's the thrust reduction. Pitch down slightly. And we'll go flaps 1. Very nice. Yeah, it just feels so responsive. 737 flies, you know, it's very agile, especially when you're used to flying heavies like the 777. I've been flying that a lot, or the 76. You know, they're heavy, they're slow, and this is just agile, like a little sports car. So let's get the autopilot on there then. Flaps are up. Get the auto brake off. Catch up with the chat here a little bit. Get a wing view. Brilliant. There's Prestwick off to our left. The HUD does work, yeah. Plenty of people behind Zebo, yes, absolutely. So we enter the clouds here. No, Stan, this is not the new PC. This is still the old PC. I'm still in the process of just installing everything on there, getting things set up, testing it before I move over. Because the last thing I want to do is move over to it and then have issues and not be able to make any content or, you know, stream for a while. So just making sure everything's 100% on that before I move over. Stan, I see. It does look good, right? It does. And, you know, lost to scaling just means I can get the graphics settings up a little bit higher. I'm on 40 FPS still, which is not bad at all. And then I'm seeing 70. You guys will be seeing a maximum of 60 on YouTube. But yeah, very happy with xplane performance recently, and can't wait to switch over to the new PC as well. And this True Earth just looks incredible. Look at this. Very, very nice. Hey Mint Mellow, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. We'll go standard. Looks like we have a... Did we have a restriction? I did not notice. Oh, we do. So to look over here, we need to be at 6,000, then we'll go up to our cruise of 20, flight level 270. 12.1 is so good, improved about 12.09. Yeah, it's a massive improvement. It's still a little bit bright and bloomy in places, but it's a lot better than before. And once X-Plane Laminate Research add their new lighting, the ones that they announced at Flight Sim Expo to fix all the dark cockpits and stuff, all of that new logic, it's going to be really, really nice. It really is. Look at that in the sunset. Beautiful. Lovely. Those windmills there. This Orbex scenery is so good. So good. Scariest moment ever is when you load X-Plane and all the scenery the first time on UPC. Yeah, absolutely. Most of my my orthos and a lot of my Orbex sceneries, like the True Earth, is actually on an external drive, so that'll be easy to transfer across. So gotta remake the shortcuts, but again, still gotta test it, but should be okay. Should be okay. All the streaming software and editing software and all of that good stuff to make sure it's all working as well on the new PC, so we'll be getting there. Loading first time will take a long time. Yeah, absolutely, it does. I mean, I was installing Microsoft Flight Sim today and it's taken all day. I had to pause it for the stream, otherwise I didn't want there to be any internet issues while I was streaming. But Microsoft Flight Sim takes so long to download and install, and knowing my luck, I'll have to probably reinstall it because I'll get crashes and all sorts. So yeah, that's going to be the bigger pain. X-Plane is easy at this point to get set up. I've all of my Carter engine mods that I've done as well. I've saved all my ACF files. I don't have to re-edit all those. Just got to drag objects. So a lot of backing up. With X-Plane it's easier. I know where everything is. I know where camera configs are. I know where my control configs are. My XP realistic profiles. I know where they all are. Microsoft Flight Sim, I ain't got a clue. So a lot of researching for that. Right, engine starts can go to auto. Runway turn off. Landing and taxi select can go off. Otherwise we're looking good. Have a Mac Mini M2, but we'll buy a PC in this year. Do you have any tips for specs? Really depends on your budget. If I would say right now the X3D processors are pretty good from AMD. My new processor is a Ryzen 7800 X3D, but the 5800 or is it 5700 X3D are also quite good for the money. AM4 and AM5 at least will last a bit longer too, because Intel are, I think they're releasing their new CPU, the 15th gen with a new CPU socket, so then I guess you'll be good for a few years. Graphics card, 3070, 4070 Super is pretty good as well. VRAM's quite important, so maybe something like 12 gig or more VRAM, 32 gigs of regular RAM should do just fine. Decent enough power supply as well. But we do have a dedicated hardware section on my Discord, so always feel free to ask in there. There's lots of very knowledgeable people there who know a lot more about PCs than I do as well. So, and it's great hearing that someone's got this spec, this is how the X-Plane's performing. Someone else has got a different spec, this is how their X-Plane's performing. So it's really nice to get that insight into how different components perform and all that good stuff. I think Microsoft Flight Sim has enough CDNs to make sure that download speed is better than what it is now. Yeah, it's slow. It was installing at like 10 megabytes a second, which is quick compared to what I've seen other people have online actually. But my internet download is around 60-70 megabits a second. I remember X-Plane installed super quick. Like 2 hours had the whole world installed. Yeah, Microsoft Flight Sim takes its time, and then on top of that, all the world updates, all the city updates, that's another 100-150 gig or something. So Yeah, got to do all that tomorrow most likely. This lighting is actually almost correct IRL, but if you want, you can use the new exposure setting in view show screenshot controls. There you can adjust the EV. Yes, absolutely, yeah. It does look pretty good in my opinion, it does. Just once they get fixed the dark cockpit, it's not bad, too bad right now actually. Once they fix that, it's going to be really nice, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Andre, feel free to contact me. More than happy to help. So, short flight, about 45-minute flight time here. Like I said, I've flown into and out of Birmingham a lot the past few years in real life. So quite familiar with it. The Birmingham we're using today is from Boundless. It is the xplane 11 version because it's not been updated for xplane 12 yet. I've made some minor tweaks to it to sort of update it to xplane 12, so it's kind of a custom version. But nevertheless, still a great scenery. I got it for like £4, which is, you know, crazy cheap for scenery. And it's still really nice. They are updating it soon as well. Do you know when 12.1 release? I don't know, although we are at RC2, so I would guess soon, maybe within the next 2 weeks I would say. I'm not sure if there's going to be a release candidate 3, but I would not think there'd be a 4 or 5. I think release candidate 2 or 3 will be the final build, if I'm honest. So it should be soon now. It's running really stable for me, really nice, so quite happy with xplane right now. It's darker in real life too if you have the sun at you. Yeah, I guess, yeah, absolutely. I think right now it's pretty accurate. Obviously not a real world pilot, so but I don't know, this looks alright to me. Nice little wing view, maybe the right hand side, yeah, look at that. Got the coast there. Should be overflying, yeah we are directly overflying Manchester, so we'll take a look at that. So, said I had some news for you guys, and I did post a little teaser on my Instagram actually, but Tobii Gaming, who make the Tobii eye tracker, contacted me, and they basically offered they would provide me with a Tobii eye tracker in return for making a video on it. So I guess no one's done an xplane 12 video on it. They're doing a bit of promotions in the flight sim industry. They were at Flight Sim Expo, so they're trying to, you know, they're doing a lot in this sector. There's been a lot of content made for Microsoft Flight Sim on it. I've not seen much on xplane 12 at the moment, so they said, you know, we love your videos. Can you make a video on how it worked for xplane 12 and, you know, the setup and the new camera boost feature? So I said, yeah, absolutely, more than happy to. So they are sending me one of those, which is really exciting actually. I was quite surprised when I got the email, and really happy as well, because I know a lot of people were asking me about it. But the Tobii eye tracker it's a great product, but it was a bit out of my budget. £250 I think. But yeah, can't wait to receive that. It should be coming later this week, and I'll be getting a video out on it and doing some streams with it, and yeah, can't wait. Even not just for xplane, but for Microsoft Flight Sim. I'm into a lot of other simulation games, you know, Euro Truck, lots of racing, you know, Formula 1 and Assetto Corsa and all that good stuff as well, so it'd be really cool for that. And IO2 as well, play a bit of IO2, War Thunder, all of that, so it's just a great bit of kit. Can't wait to use it. Yeah, big thank you to Tobii Eye Tracker for sending me one. Really happy. Glad to be able to showcase it for you guys. Yeah, Alex, Tobii is awesome. Oh, you had one for a while? Brilliant. Yeah, I've always wanted to try one. Always wanted to. So that's pretty cool. Of course, none of that is possible without you guys. With the channel growing really nicely recently, the company's starting to reach out to me. It just means I can make some better content for you guys. So, of course, always appreciate the support. Really need to get one of those. Try and see if they can add me one. Well, actually, they did provide me with a link, so you guys will be getting 15% off if you did want to get it. Obviously, I can't share the link yet, but I will do when the video releases. So if you are thinking of getting one, hold fire. They've got some nice promotion stuff coming up soon. You get a nice little discount as well. Oh, Alex got it on sale. Brilliant, yeah. Yeah, they've been doing a lot of sales recently, I noticed. So, hope you're enjoying it. I can't wait to use it. It'll be really great for some tutorials with the ghost bubble, where it showed you guys where I'm looking. I know Flight Deck 2 Sim used it when he did a landing tutorial video and a crosswind landing tutorial video, so we could see where he was looking, which was really cool actually. Get the overview here, which was really cool. So hopefully we can do some more things like that, and with the new PC as well, hopefully some higher frame rates. It's just gonna look so smooth with the head tracking, the eye tracking, and yeah, honestly really can't wait. See where we are. Wow, we're out of cruise. That was nice and quick, and top of descent around 60 miles away. So a pretty short cruise here today. The haze here. Did you see Fly Shirley, the AI co-pilot? Yeah, I did. I need to take a look at that actually and try it in the sim. Looks really interesting. There's so much that I've been wanting to try. Last 2 weeks been so busy with you know, university, preparing for the exams, so there's so much to get done now that I'm back. Tried recording in a pilot's life video the other night, and it was a long haul, and of course my xplane decided to crash halfway through the flight, so unfortunately I have to scrap that video. We'll be re-recording it, but yeah, lots to come on the channel. So we're gonna get, I think, a sunset landing here, and then it'll be pitch dark by the time we take off, I would assume. Glad to see so many people enjoying the PMDG 777 since it came out. It's been what, 2 weeks now, I think, almost. I really enjoyed flying it last week and the week before last. Such a great plane. Hence why I ended up getting so much scenery for it. We'll be tomorrow checking out a freeware scenery from Jet Set Designs. If you guys remember Aussie, who did some other freeware scenery, we actually did a sort of Q&A live stream with him on the channel. He is a developer of that scenery. It's KMLI for xplane 12 freeware scenery that is coming out soon, and they asked me to take a look at it on stream, so I was like, yeah, absolutely. Joshua Moore from who did the conversion for Sydney Fly Tampa also worked on that. So some great scenery devs working on that, and it's completely free, so always more than happy to help some freeware developers. And I've been flying a beta of it actually, and it's so good. These guys make, you know, payware quality sceneries, but for free. It's very, very nice. I think you guys will enjoy that one. So that'll be tomorrow. Then either Wednesday or Thursday we're going to be in the fly-by-wire A320 since it got its update. The whole FMS V2 with missed approach, all that new stuff, the VNAV. I think they had new VNAV logic as well. Missed approaches, all sorts of RNAV as well, I believe. A takeoff performance calculator as well now, so we're going to be checking that out. I think we've only been up in the fly-by-wire A320 once on the channel, so we're flying that. FF need to hurry up. Yeah. I would have thought the product, the 777 would be out publicly by now. I would have thought they'd want to have beat PMDG to it. I'm sure they'd have lost a fair few sales because, you know, PMDG brought theirs out quicker, but the flight factor is a very, very good plane. I know a lot of people still haven't had the chance to fly it themselves, but it's just a brilliant, brilliant aircraft. And more detailed in my opinion in terms of systems, and it's just got more features than the PMDG as well. PMDG is great, don't get me wrong, but if I could only pick one, if I could only fly one, it would be the flight factor. Even visually, it looks better than PMDG in some places, to be honest. Due to the haze, we can't actually see much of the true Earth. But we should be overflying almost Blackpool and Manchester on the way. Oh, thank you, Andre. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm really happy about that. I hope the scholarship, hopefully I can bring some of my real world training that will hopefully have sort of into the simulator. That's the plan. I've flown G aircraft and done a lot of gliding actually in real life. Flew a Grob Viking, which is an unpowered glider, quite a lot, and flown a Grob Shooter a few times, done aerobatics in it actually as well, obviously with an instructor, and then a PA-28 as well. But my scholarship will be in a Cessna 152, so exciting stuff. And then I will be just from there continuing on and doing the complete PPL, which is very, very exciting after all these years flying on the sim. Hey Nikki, welcome to the stream, my friend. Oh, True F just looks so good. Little sort of nose cam here. Where's our top of the descent? We should be checking. Not too far away. Actually very close, 15 nautical miles. Let's do our, oh, a bit of stuttering. Let's do our, where is it? Landing performance then. So we're landing runway 15, flaps 30. Wind is, let's pick it up from Navigraph. Wind is 120 at 7. It is 14 degrees. QNH 1015. I'm just going to preset that in here. There it is. And all of this looks fine. Landing weight, so get that from the OFP here. Our estimated landing weight is 64954. Right, and brakes go AB1. Right, we'll go AB2 in that case. That might be a bit better. That looks fine. So we'll set auto brake 2. Oh wow, look at the lighting. Brilliant. Those reflections, the sharp shadows. Really, really nice. Right. Our first altitude on this descent, yep, wants us to reset MCP alt. First altitude, we are actually just transitioning to the star now. First altitude, flight level 200. There it is, alrighty. Start our descent then. And remember, we are doing 2 sectors today, so once we land we'll turn around and head back up to Glasgow Prestwick. I do like how in a Boeing you can preset the QNH. Very, very handy. Go for a little flyby here. Beautiful. Hopefully we get some runway lights on landing, because we're sort of in that stage right now where visibility is dropping, but X-plane doesn't want to turn lights on, so we'll see what happens here. So we descend into Birmingham. Should have Blackpool off to our right here. Just over here. Blackpool is just here, can't see it because of the haze. But Manchester out in front of us as well. Let's see here, everything on the overhead looking just fine. FPS always struggles into Birmingham, so we'll see what it's like. We do have lossless scaling running, so it should be okay. But we're already down to 28 natively, so we'll see. Just got a nice steady descent going here. Saw the TFDI MD-11 released as well from Microsoft Flight Sim. Inspired me to fly the Rotate again a couple of days ago. It's still a great aircraft. Come such a long way since it's released, but the Rotate MD-11 definitely a favourite. Again, the flight model on that aircraft is really, really nice. Exactly how it should be, as far as I can tell. Definitely a difficult aircraft to land, as it should be. Is what I really like about it. Challenging approach is always good. Should have Manchester below us. There it is. Manchester City as well below us. Hopefully we get some lighting soon. Transition level will be 7,000. Just go 1,000 above whatever the transition height is.
1,000 to go.
1,000 to go. We can actually go all the way down to flight level 090 now. So we'll set that. Lovely. See here we got a VREF 152, so let's put that in. So take that, 152. Perfect, and we will be using the hood. Always enjoy flying with the hood on the Zebo. Do we have a night landing at EGPK? Yes, we will. So on our return leg, which we'll be flying in just a second, we will have a night landing, yeah. In fact, most of the flight will be at night. Some nice night lighting as well. So, but yeah, the night lighting at EGBK at Prestwick, that Boundless is again really nice. There's that sunset in the back. Lights starting to come on. see Manchester Airport down there. Very nice. Do you use 3D lights? Nope. All my lighting is default. I believe Orbex True Earth has some custom lighting, but everything else is default. Alright, nice descent. VNAV in this aircraft is spot on, as always. So once we get to Chase, where is it? Chase here, kind of difficult to see. You need to slow down to at least 210 knots. Now we can see a bit more of the lovely Orbex True Earth. True Earth, definitely a game changer if you're flying a lot around the UK. Just absolutely brilliant. Look at that. We'll actually see some nice landmarks from Birmingham City on our approach. See if I can point some of them out for you guys. It's 15,000. Look at that, right on the profile. Set our minimums actually as well. We need to do that. So let's see. Under ILS frequency, on my test sector earlier today, I forgot to set my ILS frequency because I was so used to flying other aircraft which automatically did it. Completely forgot that in the 7.3 you have to do it manually. So our minimums today is going to be 403. So set 403 here. Barometric. So 403 set. Let's set the ILS frequency Nubia. Absolutely. It's when you come back to 7.3 and you realise just how much stuff you got to do manually when you're used to flying A320s and 777s. Right, ILS 110.1. 1101 in there, get it on the other side as well. And course 146. Oh, look at that lighting, reflections, love it. 146, there it is. And we'll do that on the FO side as well. 146, lovely. Okay. See, but you have to aviate, navigate, and communicate. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot to do. Not as bad as the 747-200 though, which I still need to stream at some point. How many airports has Great Britain? Lots more than Holland. A lot, a lot. Lots of GA airports and sort of not regional, but you know, airports which are perfect for sort of private jets and commercial, corporate aviation, and there's a fair few international, you know, Heathrow, Gatwick, Stansted, East Midlands, Manchester, all sorts, Leeds, Luton. Let's get the landing lights on, runway turn-offs, and the taxi lights on as well. Brilliant. And I can't believe we've not mentioned it. Lewis Hamilton won Silverstone, the British Grand Prix at the weekend. So happy. I don't think anyone was upset about that one. It was a fantastic race. I don't know if anyone else watched it, but I was absolutely glued to the TV during the race. It was fantastic. Really did not know who was going to win until the last few corners. You know, Max was so quick at the end there on the hard tyres. I don't know where that pace came from, but yeah, he had a great drive as well, great recovery. It's a shame about George and Piastri, but pretty happy that Lewis got his win either way.
1,000 to go.
Right, let's get a fix in here, something I always like to do. So EGBB, what is it, R, is it this way? I can't remember exactly. 15. How can you let me do that? Okay, is it RW15? Nope. Just 15? Nope. Okay, we'll just do EGBB then. And do a 10 multiplier fix. Alright, we need to descend a little bit more than that. So hit the alt intervent. Go down to our platform, which is it might be a little bit high here, but platform 2,500. Can't see the altitude window. There it is. Let's get speed 220, and I think we're gonna need to get some speed brake in here. Yeah, we suddenly how did that happen? Suddenly 4,000 feet high. Interesting. See if we can recover this. If not, we'll do a little orbit. Don't know how we ended up so high. FPS around 30, not too bad. Obviously getting 60, we lost the scaling. Don't forget about Wimbledon. Mostly great matches so far. Yeah, absolutely. I've not watched a huge amount of it, but my mum's been watching it, so I've been seeing sneak peeks. Looks pretty good. It's been a great weekend for sport. I mean, England won the football as well. It's been pretty good. Right, let's see if we can recover this then. We are definitely high. I can see Birmingham Airport there, Birmingham City up to the right. Not entirely sure how we ended up too high. It's me being distracted. Go to local QNH as well. Lights all on. Lovely. Yeah, we are getting back to our path, but very slowly. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Leo Sticks. Welcome. Yeah, we're gonna do a little orbit here. So let's do a right-hand orbit. Auto-ortho or map enhancement. This is Orbex True Earth. I'm not using auto-ortho, I'm not using map enhancement. This is all Orbex True Earth I'm using today. Yeah, so we'll do a little orbit here to a level change. Got a little bit high on the approach there. Got Birmingham City off to the left there. They come round. There's the Glasgow coming back in. So it's gonna orbit is gonna work out nicely. We'll go to a ILS intercept heading there. And put the speed brake away. In fact, we'll arm it. There it is. If they can fix this flickering as well, that'd be great. Yeah, if that flickering wasn't there, it'd be a very nice scene. that. Beautiful. Very happy with all the extra earth. Can't wait to, on the new PC, be able to pump up the graphics a little bit more as well, get some more buildings and objects.
1,000 to go.
Alright, so let's go back to an intercept heading there. That looks fine to me. We'll intercept at about 10 nautical miles. And shortly we'll slow it down
2,500.
Shortly slow it down to 180. We'll be okay for now. Actually, looks like we're going to come around pretty much bang on the localizer. So let me just arm the approach. Yeah, look at that. Right on the localizer. Perfect. Let's get it down to 180. Alright. Yeah, now the cockpit's gone very, very dark. Night lighting looks pretty nice though. All the reflections. Go flaps 1. Alright, speed brake arm. Let's get the start switches continuous. And we'll get the hood out shortly as well. Flaps 5. Auto brake 2 set. Perfect. Alrighty. Looking good. 10 miles out. That orbit worked out quite nicely actually. See it quite a lot on flight radar. Landing on this runway and the opposite runway, quite a lot of orbits. ATC seem to quite like Birmingham at least, giving little orbits, I guess, for separation. Very, very nice. Oh, I've seen this so many times in real life. Looks pretty accurate. I think I've got some shorts of landing at Birmingham at night, actually. In real life, that is. Slow down to 160, we'll get the gear down shortly. We'll intercept the ILS, the glide slope as well, on the localizer. So let's go gear down, flaps 15. And let's go hood. There it is. Beautiful. It's a matter of taste, but personally I don't use the hood on landings. The reason I lose control of the flare, I need 4 to 7 seconds of flare force with landing. Ah, I see. My landings actually seem to be better with the hood. I much prefer it, so I really like the hood. But yeah, like you say, personal preference, absolutely. Birmingham City off to the right. Slow down further. What was our VREF? 152. Flaps 25. And flaps 30. Okay. Should have Birmingham. Where's the main city? There it is. Is that it? There it is. Off to our right hand side. And right, let's get the auto throttle off. Autopilot off. We'll need a bit of trim there. And we'll hand fly this in. Very nice and stable. Virtually no wind I'm feeling actually. Very minimal inputs. We're a little bit slow. There we are. Don't need many inputs right now, so let the aircraft fly itself. A little bit of trim here and there. Yeah, always need a little bit of small trim, yeah, absolutely. I find it easier than just putting the actual movement in, because you tend to overcorrect.
500.
There we are, right on VREF. Right in the Glasgow, right in the localizer, looking good. Nice night lighting. Nice scenery from orbit.
300. 200.
A little bit fast.
Minimums.
Got a little bit low
50,
there.
40, 30, 20, 10.
There it is. Got a little bit low on the approach there, right at the end, but not too bad. Reverses out. Keep it on the centre line.
80 knots.
Show the reversers there. Go manual braking. Let's see if we can take this exit on the left here. Alright. Yeah, that was not a bad landing. I love the Zebo because it's just... I don't know what it is about the flight model. It's so nice that you feel like you know exactly what the aircraft's going to do. You're always... You're in constant control. You saw how stable the approach was. It could just be me, but I don't tend to get stable approaches as stable as that in any other aircraft, really. I'm always having to put potentially, more input in. Anyway, flaps up, speed brakes up. Let's get the APU started here. Let's watch where we're going. Nope. Come on, APU. You know you want to start. There he goes. Landing light off. Strobe light can go down to steady. Engine start selectors to auto. There's space there. There is. Transponder off. Okay, get the hood away. Very nice. Okay. Let's go and park in between these Lufthansa A320s here. You're stable because you were well prepared. Yeah. It was quite a nice approach, actually. We'll take a look at the replay as well before we take off again. Oh, is there not a parking spot there? There is here. Alright, we'll go here on the right then, I think. Actually, we don't need a jetway. We use the lovely air stairs. 30 FPS, not too bad for Birmingham. Birmingham always hits hard for some reason. 60 with lossless scaling, so it's still nice and smooth. Got VDGS as well. I'll get the weather radar off. Oh, come on. Give it a little bit of power. Come on. There we are. Difficult to see the VTGS. Alright, we'll stop there. Get the parking brake on, switch to APU gens. And get the engines off then. Lovely, okay. And once the N2 is under 20%, we'll get the beacon off. And then we'll set up for our second flight. Take a look at the replay as well. Alright, beacon light can go off. And everything else looks okay to me. We'll get the probe heats off for now as well. And fuel pumps, other than the aft, we'll keep that on for the APU. Disembarking, all automatic here. Look at that sunset. Looks like I've got some weather rolling in. Let's take a look at the replay. I'll just turn all the lights back on temporarily for the replay. Let's see, I just need to end the flight on Valanta. Give me 1 second. I've just done it automatically. Of course it has. Great. Nice one from Valanta. It says minus 137 on the landing rate. Let's take a look at this replay here. That was a wet runway actually. Not too bad. I'll take a look at a few different angles. Oh, that looks so good in the sunset. Look at that. Wasn't a bad landing. We did get a little bit low in final, but it's not too bad. Nosegate came down beautifully as well. Definitely screenshot worthy, absolutely. We definitely got some screenshots there. Looks great with that silhouette. Very nice. Had a bit of a crosswind actually. Very, very cool. Okay, so let's just toggle the replay here. And okay, let's get all those lights off. We don't need them. That was just for the replay. Well, everyone, have a great rest of the stream. First half was awesome. Thanks, Drish. Thank you, Stan. No worries at all. And okay, let's set up for the second leg then. So I'm just gonna switch over to sim brief. That should, there it is, should be on screen. So let's just go new flight. And okay, 818. Of course, departure EGBB to EGPK, and we'll select Zebo here. Okay, generate that. And okay, let's just download the flight plan very quickly, and let me just switch this 1 second here, guys. Okay. Back. Alright. Let's just do the performance whilst we're here as well. So populate from last flight. Yeah, that can be disabled. Calculate. Lovely stuff. And let's set up in xplane then. So, what I am going to do is where's the brightness on this? Right, where is brightness? What is brightness? You can see it, kind of. Anyway, I'm just going to change these to short, just so we save a little bit of time here. So we'll go airside services, get the aircraft loaded. Brilliant. And alright,
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
so let's request a route. Second leg here today. I'm just gonna get just gonna edit the bar at the top for you guys, update it. There we are, and I need to get Blanta back. Just get set up in the background, and alrighty. Get the aircraft loaded. Should be a fairly quick turnaround. That's the wrong one.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Hang on. Did we not? I thought we downloaded a new flight plan. Let me just check here. Oh, I know why. Okay, now we should be able to load properly. Approach 5-star, brilliant. Where's airside services? So we need to cancel this, load the new one, activate. Okay, there we are. So let's load the new route. That should be the new one. There it is. That's better. And performance, we'll request that as well.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
And I'm just going to grab my Navigraph, update that as well. So we'll quick load. There it is. So let me grab my OFP here. Yeah, so this will definitely be a night flight. Just setting stuff up in the background. So we are doing the ILS. Let's see here. So ILS into runway 12. It's the opposite runway to what we used earlier. Actually, looks like the wind's changed, I guess. And then let me just grab the OFP, get the reserves in here. So alternate is going to be Belfast. We need 1.4 tons to go there, then a further 1.1 fin res. So 1.5 for our reserves. And our cruise is actually 260. Okay. Departure. So 15. Yep, that's correct. Arrival ILS 12. That's correct. On the TRN2 transition, there it is. Let's step through the flight plan then. And let's get the dome light on. This should probably be in auto. Just step through this, make sure the flight plan all looks good for our return sector here. And yeah, that looks good to me. So we're cruising 260. And we need to do our performance, don't we? So N1 limit. Let me just get this up in the background again. Our performance calculations that we did. So just a regular take. So just take off, assume temp of 52. So take off, assume temp 52. Flaps 5, pretty standard, and those V speeds are correct. Trim 4.5. Oh, look at our trim there. So, it'll take a while. Got our fuel loaded on as well. Come on. .5 set RTO on the auto brakes, and then we can arm the auto throttle. Nope. Alright. We'll set our V2 actually, 146. Why is it automatically selecting speed? We don't want speed. Alright, we'll do that once we're in the air. Maybe then it'll let us. Fuel pumps can come on. Lead on APU power. That's all looking good. Let's get the pushback then.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Angry British man. QNH is set. It's actually 1014 now. The weather did update. And I'm just gonna switch. Just gonna switch these out for a second. Okay. There we are. No, we don't want approach mode. Oh, nav, VNav. Okay, perfect. And we'll head on to back to Prestwick. Everything in here all set.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
All doors and hatches are indeed closed. Alright, well, that was a very quick turnaround. You can see a bit of Birmingham here. Very nice airport. Obviously a little bit dated now, but Boundless are going to be updating it. And oh wow, look at the night lighting. Orbex done a brilliant job with his night lighting. Look at that, that is beautiful. And oh wow, he's done it again. Leaf has come in with 10 more gifted memberships. Leaf, that's very, very generous. I think you did that a few weeks ago as well, didn't you? Wow, Leaf, I don't know what to say. Very, very generous. Hey guys, if you
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Guys, if you got a membership from Leaf, be sure to say thank you. That's very, very generous indeed, Leaf. Thank you very much. Glad to see you here as well. Alright, so they are connecting there for the pushback. We've got everything here set. Yeah, looking good. We need to get the door closed. Alright, I believe we have everyone on board. Yes, we do. Alright. Wow, Leaf, very, very generous there. Thank you very, very much. We're going to get the dome light off as we're going to push back. As soon as they're connected, or are they connected? Oh, it looks like they're ready to go already. So we'll get the anti-collision light on. Transponder to alt off. Release parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Alright, so we'll start engine number 1 first this time, since we started engine number 2 first before. So packs can go off. Engine start selected to ground. KLM 737 there. This will be a great little night flight here. Get the fuel in. that a BA? I've never seen a BA 146 on with Traffic Global. Very cool to be seeing that taxiing around in the sim. Really nice. Probably not particularly realistic to be seeing BA 146 at. He's doing some strange things, but at Birmingham. But glad to see it. And we'll start the second engine as well. Yeah, FPS is struggling. 23. We've lost the scaling 48, but struggling a little bit now. New PC should fix that, hopefully. Get the fuel in. Go flaps 5. That lighting is great.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Set the parking brake. There we are.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Engine starts to continuous. Get the generators on. APU can go off. Packs can go back on. Probe heat can go on as well. Lovely. I bet you nailed the first landing as always. it was not bad. It was decent. With the Zebo, I think the Zebo is probably the best aircraft for me in terms of my landings. Just because I don't know what it is. The flight model, spot on. It's so good. Yeah, it wasn't a bad landing. Hopefully we can get maybe a sub 100 feet per minute landing at Prestwick. Yeah,
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Alrighty, so they're gonna disconnect then, lovely. And the 2 Lufthansa A320s there. We actually, when I flew out of Birmingham last time, was it? No, not last time, the time before was on a Lufthansa A320 actually. To Frankfurt. We parked right at that gate. So at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Right, weather radar can come on. Taxi, turn off lights. We need to set this to 26. And landing alt is 50 feet. Alright. Here's the parking brake. Where's the, there they are. And off we go. Back to Prestwick. A little flight control check here. All looking good. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's why the ground is wet here, because there wasn't any rain. Make a right turn here onto taxiway Delta. And very familiar with this airport. In real life, many times have I seen that STS hangar there out of the window. Generally an A400M part there as well. Is that 2E757? Looks like there's a 2E757 there. I've never seen a 757 here. Always seen 787s only here. From TUI at least, and 737s. Air India 787-8 there. That's a common flight into Birmingham as well. EasyJet, yeah, lots of Lufthansa. On the return leg, we parked up over there somewhere, the Lufthansa livery. Look at the lighting on that STS hangar as well. Very nice. That's the worst thing with your streams, all my own landing confidence is gone. Oh well, oh look at that, BAE 146 taking off there. Lovely to see that in the sim. Well yeah, I'm doing 2 or 3 flights a day, that might be why, but a lot of my landings are terrible, horrendous. I did a landing into where was it? Sombra. Earlier in the 737. It's a very short runway, so I did not want to float it, but I smashed it down. 500 feet per minute landing. It was terrible. But yeah, with the 7.3 at least they're pretty decent. It's the 7.57 I struggle with. I always tend to float that. The A350 is pretty hard, but that's because the flight factor, the flight model on that aircraft is a bit weird. The 737 with the Zebo is just such a great flight model. You always feel like you know exactly what it's gonna do. Also been flying the aircraft for years on in xplane 11 as well, so I guess we're quite familiar with it. Did we get the APU off? We did. Yeah, looking forward to the Birmingham upgrade as well from Boundless. They are working on this. And we'll take off here from runway 15. Should be very dark for our arrival into Prestwick. I find the Totus A320 much harder than the Totus 321 to land. Must be a mental thing. I think they're so similar you almost forget what you're flying, and then they do handle differently. I float the Totus a lot, just because I'm not used to the, when I'm flying, even though with a Boeing I'm flying with a yoke, with the Airbus I'm flying with a side stick, I tend to flare a bit early and a bit too high with the Totus. That's just me though, that's nothing to do with Totus, that's just me not being used to the fly-by-wire. Being used to like a 7.3 where you got to absolutely put a lot of force into the yoke to flare it. Compared to the Totus, you just don't need anything on the joystick. Very, very little. Yeah, looking forward to getting the Tobii eye tracker because that will make taxiing and stuff really nice, really smooth camera movements. Can't wait to show it to you guys. And again, big thank you to Boundless for providing the channel with a copy of Prestwick to stream and review. Always very appreciative of what they do. Alright, well here we are at the runway. Get the landing lights on. Position light strobe and steady. And transponder TARA. I must confess I can fly any Airbus. Can't fly any Airbus, started with Zebo mode and I'm almost glued. It, once I'm flying the Zebo, I will just fly, like 10 flights in a row on it because I just get glued to it. And then I go and fly the Totus for a while. I just kind of keep switching between aircraft, but yeah, absolutely love this aircraft. This is another fix that they're gonna do when they update Birmingham for xplane 12. Fix these lights. They shouldn't be obviously sticking up like this. But we got to remember this is a scenery for xplane 11, so of course there's going to be issues. But should be good for takeoff here. Do a quick recall. Everything's looking good. Spool them up 40%. Stable and toga. Knots.
V1, rotate.
Rotate. dead band. Brilliant. That's a green right. Gears going up. Fly by. Trimmed way out. Follow the flight directors here. Oh, we're on head and select? No, we need to be on LNAV. There it is. Start making this left turn here. Thrust reduction. Go flaps 1. Still hand flying. Lovely lighting. Can't put on LNAV until past 400 feet on some departures. Oh yes, yeah, very true. Absolutely. I have a habit of engaging LNAV and VNAV on the ground. Still hand flying this departure. Zebra is always very nice to hand fly, especially with this Thrustmaster Boeing yoke. There's the airport off to our left, Birmingham City there. Is my mic too quiet? Let me know what the sounds are like. You can always adjust stuff if you want. We'll go to up speed shortly as soon as we accelerate here. I think there's a restriction. So we do have a restriction, max 210 knots. You can only go up to 6,000 at the moment. So we'll level off shortly. Still hand flying. Gonna level off here shortly. Let's level off. Alright, we'll engage the autopilot there. And there's ups. It's bugging up. So we'll go flaps up then. We'll go standard on the altimeter. Sounds good, thank you very much. Alright, so we're gonna go up to 250. We're gonna have to hold at 6,000 for a little while. Until, you know what, actually, we're not going to follow the star. We're just going to go straight up to cruise. Didn't want to do it. There it is. There's Birmingham City off to the left. We should get a glimpse of less stuff to our right as well. There's Coventry. I do like the night lighting with Orbex Truer. I don't know what they did. They've definitely done some editing. Looks brilliant. Alright, flaps are up. Water brake can go off. Climbing nicely on the way to Prestwick. Get a nice wing view there. The climb out. Volume is very high on the stern of you. Okay, let's turn that down a bit. See if we can match it. Guess that's better, hopefully. Very useful plugin to have here, this B2 volume control, just a lower script, very useful. There's 10,000 landing lights, runway turn off light, taxi lights can go off, engine start switches back to auto, brilliant. Alright, we'll climb up to our cruise altitude of flight level 260. nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign will be switched off shortly. However, for own safety, we recommend that you keep your seatbelt loosely fastened in case of any unexpected turbulence. We have an excellent team on board today, and we are all happy
Nice
to offer any
announcements
assistance
as
you may
well.
require throughout the flight.
Great announcements with the
Flight
Zebo.
entertainment house
Really, really
class.
nice. Beautiful. So left start off to the right hand side. East Midlands is around there somewhere as well. Is that it? There's East Midlands. So that's Nottingham actually. That's Nottingham, there's East Midlands. This would be Derby. Leicester's over here in that case. That's Loughborough. As you can tell, this is an area I'm very familiar with in real life. East Midlands is my local airport. So is Birmingham, they're sort of equal. Lovely. Yeah, there's East Midlands Airport. Got the Orbex scenery installed for that. Donington track, just about see there. Very nice. Brilliant. This will be the 4th flight I've done today. I've done 2 earlier, 1 on stream just now, obviously on the way into Birmingham. Are you using real weather? Just not rain, no Silverstone recap. Yes, we got to talk Silverstone. I am on real weather. Yeah, I am on real weather. It's not raining today. It hasn't rained in this area, at least. But yesterday the weather was interesting, wasn't it? What a race, though. Leave. I don't know if you watched it, but I was glued to the screen for hours yesterday. You know, even qualifying was pretty good. Great for me as well. 3 British drivers, top 3 in qualifying, and then the race. So happy for Lewis to have won. It was, yeah, really great, really great race. And it was, we didn't know who was going to win until literally the last few corners, because Max was so quick at the end on hard tires. I don't know where that pace came from, but yeah, a couple more laps and he was on for the win, honestly. So he had a great drive. Lewis had a great drive. Norris had an okay drive. Obviously not the result he was expecting, but podium, pretty decent. Yeah, I feel sorry for George and Piastri though. That was a shame. It's a shame McLaren didn't double stack, because Piastri was quick as well. But I think McLaren made some strategy errors for the race yesterday. Like not putting Norris on mediums when they had mediums available. Maybe that would have been a better choice. Yeah, for sure. Very good F1 race, yeah. It's great when you don't know who's going to win. Like, the suspense is there. It was really just all over the place with the weather as well. Classic UK weather. Raining and then it'll stop, and then it'll rain and then it'll stop. Yep, but McLaren won in Mid-Ohio. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Still need to get into IndyCar a bit more. Currently only really be watching F1, following F2 and IndyCar as well, but I need to find time to actually watch the races. The F2 races look great. Some of the the highlights from YouTube of F2 races, they look fantastic. But yeah, it was a good race. It was a great race. Yeah, this is, with the sunset, it's a little bit orangey, in my opinion, I think. Maybe they could tone that down just a little bit, but it looks pretty nice. Zach was at Silverstone, he was proud afterwards with his 2 drivers. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Zach's been pretty good for both F1 and IndyCar. Brian May not talking to Martin Brundle was... Yeah, I saw that. He completely was just... Yeah, didn't want to talk to him. Didn't want to talk to anyone. I think he refused an interview for Channel 4 as well. That was quite funny. Always look forward to Silverstone. It's great. And then there was a football on as well. England were playing for the Euros and they won their games. So pretty decent, and Wimbledon of course as well. Pretty great weekend for sport, definitely.
Thousand to go.
Says he hadn't a clue about F1. Oh really? Is that, I guess, is that why he didn't talk to Martin Brundle? Yeah, I feel like sometimes it'd be nice to see sort of actual F1 fans on being given, you know, access to, not all obviously, that'd be impossible, but randomly access to on the grid and maybe waving the flag, and rather than celebrities who maybe aren't interested in F1, you know. Have you been Silverstone? No, I've not. I would love to go though. I need to go for sure. And we've got Goodwood Festival of Speed as well. That's something I want to go to. Silverstone has a museum as well. Definitely something to go to for sure. But Silverstone, at least for F1, the ticket prices are so high. It's cheaper for me to fly to somewhere in Europe and watch a race there than it is to go Silverstone, which is like a 2-hour drive. Not even that for me. Maybe an hour and a half drive for me. Yeah, so ticket prices are very, very expensive. Got Manchester down there, down to the left. Got to see Manchester Airport as well there with its dual parallel runways. Yeah, Silverstone's the place to go for sure. Yeah, Silverstone is the 5th most expensive F1 race. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not surprised. I'd guess that Vegas and some of the races in the Middle East are more expensive at the top. I guess Abu Dhabi might be the most expensive, or Vegas. Yeah, it's I think Hungary is the cheapest, right? I think when we worked it out, it was cheaper to fly, you know, for me to fly to Hungary, go watch the race there, than it is to watch the race at Silverstone. But that must have been a great weekend for the fans at Silverstone, because obviously great race, great qualifying. Had the F2, F3 races, which were pretty good races as well. They were watching the football on the big screen. Must have been a great weekend. Yeah, interesting to see what happened with the championship, because obviously McLaren looking good, Ferrari looking good sometimes. Mercedes seem to have, I mean, they've just won the last 2 races in a row. Granted, Austria wasn't necessarily on pace. George got a bit lucky there, but he was doing well. So it'd be interesting to see what happens. That front wing upgrade seemed to have really helped the car. Be very interesting. I wonder what happened with Perez as well in his contract. Been to Hungary 2 times, very good value for money. Yeah, it's a great race normally as well, so maybe that'd be one to go to. It's a great country, place I want to visit, Budapest actually. Great thing with Europe being so close is so many lovely, like just beautiful cities in Europe. I mean, went to Prague last year, beautiful city. We only went for about 3 or 4 days, but you know, beautiful city. And you know, there's Amsterdam, Warsaw, Copenhagen, Oslo, Stockholm, Budapest, so many lovely cities. Tallinn, Latvia, what's it? Riga, sorry. So many. Vienna. All short, you know, within 2.5 hours. Go for a wing view. There. Lovely. And Mercedes are normally quite decent at Hungary as well. I mean, I think was it last year Lewis got pole there? So I think that'll be another interesting race actually. Any official news about Flight Factor 777? No, still not really. Ramses did make a post on the forums a couple of days ago, but it's just saying that, you know, VNAV is almost here, and a very quick update really, but nothing official. Hopefully public beta releases soon. Hopefully we get the VNAV soon. I would have thought it'd be here by now, in all honesty. I would have thought they would have wanted to at least bring VNAV out before PMDG came out with their 777. Yeah, taking it a little bit longer than expected, but having flown it a lot, it's well worth the wait. It really is. It's just a brilliant aircraft. Hopefully it's soon, comes soon for everyone else to fly and enjoy. I've had a sunset for virtually this whole stream. I would have thought it'd be pitch black by now. It's almost pitch black outside, out my window. I guess because we're flying at altitude, we have a bit of a better view of the sunset. Sim Crash Fly, no worries at all. Thank you for being here, my friend. I know it is getting a little bit late in some areas now. I mean, it's 10 PM here in the UK. I guess in Central and Eastern Europe it's 11 almost midnight, so completely understandable, getting a little bit late in other areas. Yeah, looking forward. Next few weeks should have a lot of content coming out. Get these Turtle Beach rudder pedal reviews out. The Tobii Eye tracker video should be coming out as well. I received that on Friday, I believe it is. So definitely looking excited to that one. Some more pilots live videos should be coming out soon as well. I recorded one on Sunday, but my sim crashed halfway through, so to scrap that one, I'll have to re-record that. And then lots of suggestions coming in through the suggestion channel on the Discord, so lots to do. The Turtle Beach, I'm interested myself. Yeah, absolutely. Try and get that done. Need to get a video out on Global Forest. I got that a few weeks ago from the Orbex store. Still need to do like a full comparison versus default with that Global Forest on Orbex. So yeah, definitely a lot to do. A lot on the to-do list. But you know, I enjoy making this content, I really do. I think that's the important thing with making content. If you start forcing yourself to do it, and you know, you get videos out, then you stop enjoying it, then you know, the quality is going to drop. The overall, I guess, enthusiasm in the video will drop. So first and foremost, you've got to enjoy it. I do. You guys help with that. I mean, I love these streams, being able to interact with you guys live. Brilliant. I found real weather not being very accurate for the first time during CTL Americas. ATC called me up. Have you experienced something similar after the last xplane updates? No, I've not done any more proper testing, like comparing against the websites and stuff. It seems to be somewhat accurate for me. I mean, other than, I'm not sure why it was wet at Birmingham and on the ground earlier. It shouldn't have been, considering it's not rained all day. So yeah, I guess there are some inaccuracies. Maybe RC2 changed things up a little bit. But yeah, I guess I'll do some more testing. Probably once 12.1, like the final update for 12.1 comes out, I'll do a sort of a weather comparison video on that. But I've not used Active Sky since 12.1 came out at all. Just been using the default live weather. Almost at the top of descent then, about 24 miles to go-ish. And we'll start our descent into Prestwick. Let's set our minimums whilst we're here. Get a bit of a head start. So let me just grab my charts. Minimums at Prestwick 239, so let's get that set. 239 is set, lovely. Q&H, we'll get that preset, is come on, Navigraph. 1015. 1015 set preset, lovely. Hey Travelator, welcome. Feel the same since xplane is updating a lot now. I don't need some add-ons anymore. Yeah, absolutely. It's good that we need less add-ons for xplane rather than more. I mean, I love that xplane is such a sandbox sim. I love that we have so many add-ons and can really customize it how we want. But it's nice not needing all those applications running in the background, you know. One thing that kind of annoys me a little bit about Microsoft Flight Sim is that all the plugins aren't integrated into the sim, like xplane. That you've got to run an external app which then connects to the sim. So when I'm flying on Microsoft Flight Sim, I've got like 4 applications, like external, open, and it just it gets a lot. Royal Troon is right next to Prestwick Airport. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, the night lighting at Prestwick is really good. You can take a further look at Prestwick if you guys want to. It's always nice to have people in the chat who know the specific, you know, the airport and the specific area a bit more than I do. Not particularly, I don't know much about Glasgow Prestwick, never been there in real life, so it's always nice to have someone who knows about the airport. But yeah, I think Boundless have done a pretty good job on it. Obviously, a lot of us have been waiting a while for it, but they've done a great job, for sure. Ground textures are great, the new 3D models, just brilliant, especially the passenger 3D models. Really, really nice. So, let's just get our MCP set here for our first altitude on this star. Let's take a look. There's the telling us. So we got restriction here, flat level 260, that's fine, and then we're going to go down to 200. We'll start the descent there. Boundless done a great job. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it. Definitely. I'm glad that it's accurate and it looks good, you know. Great on performance. Really, really nice for sure. Great airport to be flying in and out of as well. I mean, all the you know, lots of cargo opportunities in and out, Ryanair 737 operations, lots of corporate, you know, private jets, business jets, even, you know, DA-42s from flight schools doing touch and goes. Hey Ali, welcome. Guys, if you don't know, Ali is one of the devs for Prestwick, and as we were just saying, he has done a great job. And no worries at all, you know, with the quality that you guys put into these sceneries, of course they're going to take a while, you know. It's completely fine. I'd rather wait a bit longer for the product than have something that's, you know, potentially rushed, and this, you know, really isn't. It's just really good. And of course there's personal, you know, your personal life and all sorts of other stuff to do, so it's completely fine, Ali, and thank you for dropping in. Really appreciate it. Let's get the speed brakes out a little bit here. Had to renovate a house in the middle of the project. Well, I hope that all went well. Yeah, just get a little bit of speed brake out here as we're a bit fast. And yeah, perfect for flying the 737 into, definitely. I can already imagine people flying A380s into it when or if we get a decent A380 in X-plane, trying to replicate the global airlines flight. So, next altitude is flight level 070, so let's get that set. There it is. Brilliant. And yeah, you guys will see the night lighting here, again, very, very good. Just looks fantastic at night and during the day. I need to get our ILS frequency set as well, so let's do that. ILS frequency at Prestwick for runway, what runway are we landing? Runway 12, it's going to be 110.3, so let's get that set. 1103. I'll put that into both sides. There it is, course of 123. There we are. Brilliant. And get our standard 10 nautical mile fix that we always put in. So EGPK 10 nautical miles. Lovely. Yeah, this sunset definitely lasting a little bit longer than I thought. I thought it would be pitch black, but we've had the same sunset the whole way. I guess because we're flying north, maybe we've followed the sunset up, I guess. Yeah, we don't need speed brake anymore. And landing performance then. AFB's a bit dark right now. Do landing performance, landing runway 12, flaps 30 is fine. Get the weather in. 050 at 3 for the wind, so 050 at 3. Temperature is 15 degrees. QNH 1015. Landing weight is going to be, I think we only need auto brake 1 is what we're going to need, I reckon. Landing weight 63915. 63915. And let's see. Okay, yeah, no, we'll go auto brake 2 in that case. That's better. VREF 151. So we can go here. 151. Get that set. Lovely. Thank you, Leaf. Appreciate that. There was a Virgin 777 doing touch and goes all day today. Oh wow, really? I didn't even know Virgin flew 777s, to be honest. That's pretty cool. Did you see the Global Airlines A380 come in when it did a few weeks ago? I see that's been partially painted now with the Global Airlines sort of text on there. Not much lighting out here. Seabird 737, always a pleasure by this aircraft. It's just fantastic. So we need to be at 070 by Toxa, which we're gonna be just fine, and then we need to be at 210 knots. We can see the decel point there, so that looks good to me. Looks like VNAV has got everything handled just fine. Yes, A380 sitting in north side, yeah. It's 12,000 as we approach 10,000. Let's get the landing lights on then. Runway turn off and taxi lights can come on as well. Bit better FPS than we'll get at Birmingham. Yeah, even the performance optimization at Prestwick done very, very well. I saw no FPS decrease at all when compared to the default, so you get all of that great visual fidelity for no cost to the performance that I could tell at least. So yeah, very, very good. It's 10,000. But look at that. VNAV going to slow us down to 250 before we descend below 10,000. I think the VNAV on this aircraft has been tuned better than any other aircraft that I've flown, to be honest. It's always just pretty much bang on. If you fly the aircraft correctly, you know. Very, very good. Can't see much out the windows at all, but get a little wing view there. We will use the hood for the landing as well. It's soon to safe to open the side window. Oh no. Yeah, if we open windows, we forget to close them, as has happened many times on the channel. I tend to avoid it now. Might be wrong about the 777 then, Trish. I mean, I might be wrong as well. I didn't know they had 777s, but maybe they do. Who knows? Trying to think what aircraft did Virgin have. I guess in terms of wide bodies, they got the 350 and the 330, don't they? And 787s, I believe. Maybe they've just bought some new 777s or acquired some.
1,000 to go.
Yeah, V-Sky check, absolutely. That's why I mentioned it. The VNAV is just tuned so well, and that's, you know, down to you guys in the Skymatics group, Zero and Tweakster. It's just been done very well over the course of many years, obviously, but yeah, it's really, really good. You can see a bit more over there. I think Prestwick is just there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's around there somewhere. So we're gonna have to hold at 7,000 for a little bit, and then you can see our top of the descent point there just after TRN. And then we'll turn onto the ILS. Hey, thank you for subscribing, Ali. Welcome to the channel. And you can see us further slowing down there in line with the restriction, which is 210 knots by Toxa, which has done perfectly. Look at that. Flight level 070, 210 knots, bang on. Very nice. So our approach speed was 151. Need to get auto brake 2 set as well. But it's going to hold 7,000 until this top of the descent point again. Just at up speed there, so I think we're okay keeping flaps out. Sorry, flaps in for now. Any slower and we'll get flaps 1. Beautiful cockpit. Do enjoy flying the 737. Like that, it's quite manual. There's a lot to do when compared to an an A320 or something like that. Even the newer Boeings, 777, 787. Very, very nice. Yeah, I think we chased the sunset up, I suppose. Flying E195 at the moment across Poland board now. Oh, yeah. There's nothing to do in the E190, in the E195 even. They're so automated, and now with FMS speeds, it's just, yeah, stick autopilot on and you're good. Although I flew it earlier, I couldn't get the FMS speeds to work. It was just holding me at 210 knots and it wouldn't accelerate, so I had to go manual in the end. But the ILS auto tune, steep approach worked really well. Flew into London City with that. Really interesting in steep approach mode. I was looking into it, what exactly does it do? Have we crashed? No, please don't. No, explain. Don't crash on me. Oh, are we back? Oh, we're back. Okay. Wow, that was scary. Almost crashed there. That was a long stutter. It's a 330. Ah, okay. Still pretty cool. Those 330s are very nice. Can't wait till we get the towless in the xplane. Easily mistaken for 777 though. Ah, yeah, I had to flick the speed dial to FMS. Yeah, I think what I did wrong is I didn't have it on FMS before I took off. So when I took off, I had it on manual still. So maybe that was why. But I don't see how that stopped you from using it for the whole flight. Right, well, we're going to go down to our platform altitude now. Just bring it up. 2,000. So set that on the MCP then. 2000. And we'll start that descent in just a second. Oh, it's not going to do it? Okay. There it is, okay. Just got to be a little bit patient with it. There's Prestwick. It's a cross runway. Found that using auto could cause a freeze in sim when it's loading new tiles and textures. The closer you get to destination, the more textures to be loaded. Yeah, with auto, it's common to get stutters like that, but I'm not using it today. I'm just using True Earth, so not entirely sure what that was, but it's fine. We're back. But auto does definitely cause those sort of stutters. Yeah, absolutely. A little bit fast. We'll get a little bit of speed brake out, get it back down to 210 knots. Very nice, look at that. Whatever Orbex did with their night lighting, they did a great job. Definitely looks better than the default xplane night lighting. I think it's extended and the colours are different, from what I can tell, at least. So, arm the speed brake. There it is. I'll go flaps 1 before you turn. Yeah, absolutely. Before I turn, I'm probably gonna slow it down anyway to 180, and then go flaps 5. But yeah, absolutely. In the turn, that stall speed will come up higher. Because we are right on the border of flaps, needing flaps 1. Looks beautiful though. Descending nicely right on the profile. Yeah, auto for XP. If you got the storage space and are willing to put the time into, generating the tiles, it's definitely well worth it in my opinion. If I can, I avoid using auto, I'll just generate the tile. Better performance, better quality too. Let's go down to 180, we'll go flaps 1. Start slowing it down as we start this turn in just a second here. Flaps 1 set. And I'm sure as we turn we'll manage to bleed off a lot of the speed. We'll arm the approach. So once we capture the localizer, we'll probably sharpen the turn here a little bit, rather than overshooting the localizer. Hopefully, let's see how it handles it, the Zebo. And we can go flaps 5 there. Just waiting for that localizer. There it is. There's a VOR lock. There's a glide slope lock. Perfect. 9 miles out, 180 knots. Perfect. We shoot the localizer just a little bit, but that's because of our intercept angle. We'll get right back on track. There's a runway. Alright. Let's go down to 160. We'll have to get the gear down shortly. 8 miles out. Yeah, that handled it quite well. Obviously we overshot a little bit, but that's completely expected. And we're now on a nice intercept heading for the localizer again. Good. Get the gear down, flaps 15. Got a long stutter again. Oh, there it is, we're back. Night lighting look very nice up the runway. Let's get rid of the hood here. Very nice runway lighting and approach lighting there. Okay. Local QNH, we should have done that earlier. Back on the localizer, let's slow it down to 1.5. How far are we? 6 miles, alright. We'll give it a second before we slow down further. Yeah, right on that flat 15 speed. Very nice. Engine start switches can go to continuous then. All our lights are on, perfect. Auto brake 2 set. And alright, we'll go down to 151 now. Perfect, nice approach. Flaps 25. And flaps 30. Wing stretch, marble stone, absolutely. We'll get the auto throttle off there. Oh, why's the trim out? Let's re-trim the aircraft here. Out of control.
1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Burchell.
It does look good, doesn't it? X-plane aviator. Both Orbex and Boundless done a great job on this, the night lighting here. A bit faster here, slow it down. A little bit high. Pull back on the power. Correct. Really like having the flight path vector there on the hood. Does help quite a lot. Back at VREF almost.
400.
Royal Troon on the left. Let's not get low here again.
Approaching minimums. 200. Minimum. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Not bad on the centre line. Glad it knows we were down. Yep, Nikki, I agree. They've stepped it up massively.
80 knots.
I mean, Boundless airports were good before, but this one is even better. Very, very good indeed. So, right, where are we? Alright, we're gonna have to go to this next taxiway here. Just disarm the auto brakes. Alright, not a bad landing, pretty standard. 155 feet per minute. We'll take a look at the replay, of course, as soon as we taxi back to the gate. But we'll take this taxiway here. Start getting the APU started. You can see the lovely ground textures here. Landing lights can go off. Start switches to auto. Flaps are up. Speed brakes are stowed. Flight directors can go off. And APU starting. Lovely. Taxi here to the terminal. Yep. Alright. You got to inform the passengers they've landed. They did not notice that. Good job we're not flying Ryanair, huh? Ryanair wouldn't be happy with landing as smooth as that. Still waiting for them to make EGAA. That would be fantastic if they could do Belfast. Absolutely. Yeah. We'll take a look again. If some of you weren't here during the start of the stream where we had a look, we'll take another look. Obviously at night and during the day. because it is a really fantastic airport. It really is. Great value for money as well. Right, weather radar can go off. TCAS to standby. Lovely. Bit of a speedy taxi in here to the terminal. We'll park on stand 2 as well. Right next to the Ryanair, which is still boarding. Yeah, brilliant airport. You can see the lighting here is really nice. Textures, orthos, grass. You know, I love that it. So we'll take a look at again during the day, but I love that it blends so well with Orbex True Earth. It's seamless. It really is. Got a static aircraft there. Very cool. Take a look at all that in a second. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got all the Boundless xplane 12 airports at this point because they're just so good. Absolutely fantastic. Especially edges are hard to edit. Yeah, absolutely. And they've done a nice job. They really have. Got all the custom traffic as well. Not too far to the terminal here. The Prestwick cargo services here. Very nice. Static Ryanair there. So we'll take this next left here. There we go. You can see that Ryanair board in there. Okay, Mr. Ryanair Crew Transport gonna cut us off there. Again, I love these custom vehicles. Really does add a lot to the scenery. And we'll park right next to that Ryanair. You can see the lovely welcome to Glasgow Prestwick up there as well. Get the runway turn-off lights off and the taxi light off as well. Don't want to blind anyone. Yeah, these models, very, very nicely done. We'll turn into the stand here. Park up. Let's see here. Oh, we'll stop right there, get the parking brake on. Where's the dome light? There it is. Engines can go off. Oh, there's the engines going off. Oh, we need to get on the APU gen, quick. Anti-collision off. There we are. Welcome to Prestwick. Let me just save the flight in Volanta. What does Volanta say? Minus 166. Let's take a look at that landing in the replay. Let's just get the lights back on here for a second while we do the replay. There's our taxi back. Alrighty. Let's see here. Flared a little bit early, but not too bad. Got it down. Take a look at a few different angles here. And then we'll take a look at the scenery in a bit more depth. Lovely silhouette. Very nice. Let's see if we can get a tower view. And yes, look, right. This is what is brilliant, okay? We have a tower. And the tower view is not inside the tower. So we can actually see what we're doing. The amount of times that you click Shift 5 and your tower view is inside the tower and you can't see. It's an unusable camera. This is brilliant. This is the kind of detail the Boundless go to. Really appreciate that. We can actually use this Shift 5 camera now. Brilliant. Alright, let's take a look at this. Yes, yeah, I flared a bit early and held the nose a bit high. A bit too early, yeah, absolutely. But then we just held the flare off. I think that's me flying heavies recently, being too used to flaring earlier than you do in the 7.3. Very nice. Anyway, let's take a look at this airport. And you can see, obviously, we've seen the night lighting here. Absolutely fantastic. Let's just go over here to the terminal area. And yeah, there it is. There's our Cuda aircraft there. Nice night lighting here around the stands. All of that good stuff. Let's just go to daytime to really show off the scenery. And there we are. You can see already ground textures are fantastic. All the ortho really nice, and you can see how nicely it blends in to Orbex Shore Earth. I mean, you can virtually not tell where the end is, where the edge is. I guess there a little bit, but yeah, it's very minor, you know. It looks very nice, blends very nicely. You can see the detail on this runway. If we start off with the ground textures here on the runway, as we did earlier, you can see here just all these tar lines, all the dirt, I mean, look at this. This is a lot of work that has clearly gone in here. Really nice attention to detail. Got all the 3D grass as well, just enough so that, you know, performance is still good, but it still looks nice. And runway texture is very, very nice. Got all the tire marks as you'd expect. And the varying, I guess, repairs and work done on the runway over the years is all there, all visible. All the tire marks, you know. Great attention to detail. And over here we've got some more stuff over here. Another runway. GA area over here. All these custom buildings been done very, very nicely as well. Got the Ashley building there. And then here we got some more static aircraft. So we got this what I think is a KC-135, although I'm not entirely sure. US Air Force. The Chevron aircraft maintenance, very nicely done, very nicely textured. I mean, looks fantastic. Look at that. All the custom traffic as well, like this Glasgow Prestwick airfield operations truck, and then the Ryanair crew transport vans and all that good stuff. Very nice to see all of that. Got this Gulfstream over here. More US Air Force aircraft over here. The BP refueling, all of this, it's great stuff. Bristow helicopters, the HM Coast Guard. Very, very nice indeed. Yeah, just, they've done a fantastic job. Really, really have. Spirit Aerosystems, and I was saying earlier that, where is it? Over here. I love seeing, like, obviously the British license plates on the cars, and the DPD van, common van you see around the UK. So nice to see that, the Spirit Aerosystems trucks there. Static G550 is great. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Really good scenery. Thanks for another super stream. Good luck against Netherlands on Wednesday. Thank you, Leaf. Cheers. Thank you very much. Sometimes I miss the grunge dirt on aprons to asphalt. Very, very well done. Tight tracks could miss sometimes. It's been done really, really well. I mean, look at this. Just great detail. A lot of scenery devs tend to, you know, when they have all this, you know, the patches and all sorts of stuff on the runway, they tend to avoid it. Like the Joseki design KDCA has just one texture for the whole runway, which isn't accurate to what it is in real life. Whereas here they've, you know, gone to that detail, which is very, very well appreciated. It just looks fantastic, really. I mean, you can see all the grunge, all the dirt, just as it should be. Very used airport, obviously. And then here we've got of course, the fantastic 3D models, the aircraft boarding, this Ryanair flight, and where is she? The Ryanair cabin crew as well. Really, really nice. You can even see the little Ryanair logo there. Very, very well done indeed. Well, thank you very much for being here. It's a bit of a longer stream, but it's nice to be back after the exams, and what a better way to start it off than with a brilliant Boundless airport as well. You can see what's that say? Just all integrated, really nice. Giveaway aircraft, yeah, there you go. I guess that Ryanair crew van didn't read that. Yeah, all of this extra stuff. Eddie Stobart, brilliant, just really, really nice. So yeah, thank you all very much for being here. Really enjoyed that. Thank you to all the mods as well. I really appreciate all of your support. And Leaf, thank you very much for your very, very generous donation. It really was very generous. Yeah, no more legs today, unfortunately. 2 is enough. Yeah, bit of a longer stream, but really enjoyed it. And Ali, no worries. Thank you for all of your hard work. You know, we really, really appreciate it. Always great to have some great sceneries in X-Plane, and of course, developers not moving to Microsoft Flight Sim, because that tends to happen a lot. So, yeah, thank you to you guys as well. You've done a brilliant, brilliant job with this scenery, and thank you for providing the channel with it as well for free. Really appreciate it. Well, Grant off to buy it. Brilliant. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I'm sure you'll be very, very happy with it. So, thank you all very much for being here, and I shall see you in the next one.